This is the Average to Savage podcast with Paul Guarino. Everyone and anyone, athletes, celebs, and much more.
What's up, everybody? I'm back for another episode of the Average Savage podcast. Our special guest today is pro softball player Aleshia Ocasio. Aleshia, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you, Paul?
Good, good. You're actually the first softball player on the show.
Really? That was an honor. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you coming on. So let's just jump right into it. When did you start playing softball?
I started playing around 7 years old. Born in Long Island. All my cousins played softball. I was all around the field a lot. And then coming to Florida, really got into it. Started playing Little League, threw the ball around with my dad. He had aspirations to play for the Yankees, so he was kind of living his dreams through me. So, I've been throwing the ball around since I was 7 and just kept playing. Gotcha.
Well, I know you said you moved at a young age, right, from New York to Florida?
Yeah, my mom lived in New York, Long Island, and Pacific, and my dad in Florida. So I moved permanently when I was 7, and then I'd go back and forth every summer and holidays and pretty much whenever.
Gotcha. So you think moving to Florida had a bigger impact since you got to play all year round? Or I don't know if you did, but since the weather's warmer down there, I know that.
Absolutely, 110%. Florida, like a lot of southern states, California, Texas, is like a breeding ground for Florida. And playing softball year-round outside certainly has its advantage. Even moving up here to D.C. and teaching these younger girls, I've been able to see the difference in the softball culture because, during the winter months, the girls are going inside, they're practicing in gyms, they have to use squishy balls. They're pretty much doing what they have to do in order to stay in softball shape, whereas in Florida, we can tan on Christmas Day. So we're playing year-round outside, and we're getting, I would say, a lot more reps and more practice than, people would in the northern states.
Gotcha. Now, going back to high school, what was your recruiting process like?
Well, everyone has their own experience, and I get asked this question a lot, mainly because I did commit to Florida so late. There's a lot of girls commit to schools when they're maybe freshmen in high school, they verbal. I actually committed to Florida Gulf Coast my junior year. That was a very impulsive decision. They're a great school, but, I had a great junior year, a great summer going into my senior year. And, I had aspirations to kind of aim for the best of the best. So I decommitted, and, Tim Walton actually called me a couple of days after that, and a couple other people were recruiting me, but I had my eyes set on Florida. They're only an hour and a half away from where I live in Central Florida, so I had my eyes on them, and I actually went to visit them a couple of days after he called and committed the very next week. So it was kind of crazy, but, I'm blessed to have had the opportunity.
Yeah, I asked basically every athlete that comes on just what the recruiting process is, just like you said, because everyone's is different. But so I know you're a pitcher primarily, correct?
I like to call myself an athlete. You think primarily because I was in the circle a lot at Florida, but, wherever the team needs me is where I'm going to play. For Puerto Rico, I actually start in the field, and whenever they need me to pitch, I'll go to pitch. But I was kind of, it was one of my primary positions at Florida. But it just varies. Whatever the team needs, that's where I'm going to be.
Do you prefer either or?
No, I want to hit. I want to be in the lineup, and you can put me wherever, and I'm going to give you my all. So that's just my mindset on it. Gotcha.
So, coming out of high school, were colleges asking you to, either be a full-time position player or, a full-time pitcher or no?
There were some schools, it's a little different in softball to where, we'd be playing our game, and then a coach would ask our head coach to put us in a certain position. So, I was at shortstop during a game. If a coach likes me and needed the right fielder, he'd ask the coach to put me in right field to see how I play there. But, luckily Tim Walton, we've had multiple conversations about this. He recruited me as an athlete, and I truly appreciate that because a lot of people limit their athlete and kind of put them in a box. So that's just how my experience went.
Yeah, definitely. So going into freshman year at Florida, what were your expectations?
Like any other, freshman coming in, I want to play and I want to start and I want to be the person that you call on. It was a little bit different coming in because when I did start playing, I was a pitcher. I needed to improve my defensive skills. I needed to work on my hitting. So my primary position was a pitcher, and, I did my part, but every year I wanted more. I was hungry. I wanted to play more. And me and Vaughn have had that conversation multiple times, and gradually down to my senior year, I started playing every game. So it was kind of a gradual thing to where I started getting on the field more with, the better that I got on the field.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you had a great year that year, and you guys went on to win the national championship. And so what was that like?
It was surreal. I remember, Lauren was pitching that game. I was in the dugout just cheering her on. We were all interlocking arms. And, when we got that final out, I actually fell over, the fence because everybody was so excited. We were pushing each other down, trying to get to the mound. But it was surreal. And it's crazy, though, because people will ask me, my favorite moment playing as a Gator. And, winning a national championship is great. But one of my favorite moments was my senior year. Jordan Matthews actually hit a walk-off home run to send us to the Women's College World Series. And I have never, felt that, enthused. And my heart was pumping. I was so happy for her, especially since she was a freshman. Yeah. So that moment, too, was just so, so crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and going back to the national championship, was there a point in that season where you guys knew you were going to win it all?
Well, the thing was, so the year that I came in, 15 was my first year. They had previously won it the year before, 14.
Okay.
So there was, a lot of pressure. You win a national championship and you have a target on your back. But, we took that and we, took it and made light of it. We worked harder. We knew that we had a target on our back. And we kind of just persevered through it because, it's hard to win back-to-back. It really is. And I wouldn't say that we knew, but you got to have that swag. So you got to have that chip on your shoulder. We were walking in there with a purpose, and that's how we won it. Yeah,
definitely. And just looking at your stats, you had a great career and stuff like that. And what year did you think was your best year? On paper, it kind of looked like it was your sophomore year.
Yeah, pitching for sure. I think it was my sophomore year. Really great year. But, without defense, you don't get those accolades as a pitcher. Your defense helps you out a ton. Your offense wins games for you. Obviously, there's pieces to a puzzle, but without a pitcher, without defense and offense, the pitcher really isn't anything. So I owe it to the rest of the team for making it happen.
Yeah, definitely. In junior year, you only started 11 games as a pitcher and pitched in 19 games. So was that just going back to what you said, you were just a team player and you were just playing the field more?
Absolutely. Like I said, if I'm hitting and I'm helping out in any way I can, then I'm fine, cool. But, the transition going from my sophomore year to my junior year, I think was Kelly Barnhill stepping up from her freshman year to her sophomore year. And we also had Delaney Gorley, who is an amazing pitcher. Well, I don't know if you've watched her, but she has a nasty changeup, and I looked to her a lot during my career at Florida. But Kelly really stepped up that year, and, we were lacking in the outfield a little bit. So I learned how to play outfield a lot better than I did before, and he stuck me in right field, and that's where I played most of my innings, and I pitched where I was needed. But like I said, I was just being a team player.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people say that, but you actually did it, being a team player.
Yeah. I think I give all the credit to my parents for the athleticism, but I couldn't have done it without the coaching staff, without Tim Wallen, Coach Rocha, and everybody else who coached me at Florida for the patience. Because it's hard to kind of balance, not only with myself and being disciplined and stuff, but, teaching and helping these girls get better at their positions. And it's hard to play multiple as well. So, like I said, I'm blessed to have coaches who didn't, put me in a box and limit me.
Yeah, for sure. And knowing that you won it all your freshman year. I know you guys didn't win it all again during your career, but you guys won the SEC titles and you were All-American. So what was that like to basically you started at the top, but then you basically never got back there, but you still won in general.
I think my 4 years, and anybody in my class, Janelle, Katie, Nicole can speak on this as well. It's pretty interesting the kind of road that we were on during our 4 years, because if you look at it, our freshman year we won the World Series. Our sophomore year, we didn't go to the World Series at all, and then going back to the World Series my junior year, we lost it in the finals, and then my senior year, we didn't get to the finals at all, but we made it to the World Series. So we kind of got a taste of of it all. It humbles you for sure, but, those SEC titles, we take pride in that for sure. We take pride in it every single year. And we work our butts off so that we can, prove ourselves and push ourselves to be the best team in the conference. So we don't take that championship lightly.
Yeah, definitely. How many total rings did you end up getting?
I have 5 rings, so 4 SEC and then 1 national championship ring.
Yeah, see, that's still dope.
Yeah. Pretty nice. I got to show them to you.
Yeah, for sure. So when did you realize that you could go pro and then that you wanted to go pro?
I don't know if it was just a spark in my head that, I would tell myself that I wanted to go pro. I think it was just a gradual understanding of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to be. I wanted to play at the highest level, whether it meant, playing for an Olympic title, which we'll, get the chance to qualify for this year, or playing professionally in the MPF or going overseas. I just wanted to play softball at the highest level, and the MPF, gives me that, gives players an opportunity to play the sport that they love after they're done with their 4 years playing college. So I knew I wanted to get that experience and play in the league.
Yeah, definitely. And last year you got drafted 10th overall in the National Pro Fastpitch League by the Chicago Bandits. So what was draft day like?
I think my story's pretty funny. People tell you their draft day, they're with their team and they're in the room watching the draft, or they're at the draft and their name gets called. I was actually tutoring, watching it on my phone with my tutor. So it was a pretty funny story. And my phone was going in and out too, so I was real pissed. But it's just a surreal moment just to know that you're called on and you get to play for something so much bigger than yourself. Again, Pro Fastpitch League is, we're still growing, but, there's still a lot of work to be done. 6 teams, and we're trying to, follow the MLB's footsteps, trying to get up there and grow ourselves, but it's a work in progress.
Yeah, definitely. I checked it out, and I saw that there's a Beijing team, so I thought that was pretty cool that they had to feature the Chinese national team players on there.
Yeah, it's really interesting because in the MPS, there's really 2, I would say 3 because Canada is in there, so they're an American team, they're in the Americas. But, last year most of our teams were, international teams who joined the league, like the Shooting Eagles, the Aussie Peppers, and just, a couple other ones. But it was really just, each trip, the Pride, and the Chicago Bandits who were in the Americas. But, yeah, the dynamics are interesting. Yeah,
how was your, rookie experience? And I know you had another great season. You were 2-0, 1 save, 1.27 ERA, 22 innings. And then I saw that you guys lost in the championship.
Yeah, we lost to the Pride. They have a lot of great players who have big names, but it was a good experience. I mean, I was gone a lot of the summer as well because I do study for Team Puerto Rico, so we were competing overseas. But while I was there, I really enjoyed the experience. More so the girls. I had a great time with the girls and really connected with them, and that made it really fun and a new experience, very enjoyable. But it was nice because, in college, you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to your lift, go to your run, have appointments, have to eat breakfast, all this different stuff. And it's a lot of stuff that you have going on. But with pro, it's a little bit more relaxed. You still have your commitments that you have to abide by and rules and stuff, but a little more laid back. And you kind of, the transition from college to pro, I was more understanding of the type of player that I was and what I needed in order to be the best on the field that I could be. So I think that's really interesting, kind of learning yourself a little bit more. And because, the program's different. So you kind of got to figure it out or bust.
Yeah, definitely. What's it been like? I saw there was a couple of your former teammates on your team in the pros now. So what's that been like? And I saw that, Kelly Barnhill that you just mentioned before got drafted number 1 overall to your team this year.
Yeah, I'm super proud of Kelly. And you know what's the crazy thing is, Florida, you've never had a number 1 draft pick, and to go Kelly Barnhill number 1 to the Chicago Bandits, and then go number 2, Amanda Lorenz, one of probably the greatest hitters that'll walk through Florida, goes to the EAAA Pride. I think that's huge for our program. But just to see the girls that I've played with, they were pretty much all in the Pride. And Delaney, Nicole, some other ones. And, last year, Coach Rocher, who actually coached me at Florida, was, it's actually Tim Wall and Eric Thomas, all the coaching staff was was helping out the Pride. It was a pretty cool experience to kind of see everybody in a different light, like in a different element, on a different team. So that was interesting for sure.
Yeah, definitely. That's pretty cool. And like, how do you think the NPF could like grow the game and just become more popular?
Well, I don't know all the dynamics. I don't know all the stuff that goes on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
So I can't speak too much on what exactly we can do. I reached out to, a veteran of the league about a players union. I was actually really influenced by Natasha. She's part of her, that she has a voice in her union. Mm-hmm. So I was really pushed to kind of figure out and learn more about the NPF union so that we can... so I can be part of that, and we can kind of have a voice. The players can have a voice for the league. So that's just one step that I've taken to figure out what I can do to better the league, and I'm looking forward to hearing back from her. So
for sure, I don't know if you know this, but or you could answer this, but has like MLB ever like helped them out or in any way or anything, like collabed or anything?
I can't speak on that. I'm not sure. There's always talk and there's always rumors, but I don't know anything concrete, so I can't. If they did contribute to our league, that would be amazing. These MLB players don't have salary caps, so I think that the time that the NPF has been around and the lack of, I guess, help that we've had, from what I can see, is kind of strange because me and Natasha talk about this a lot. The NBA stands behind the WNBA. So if we were to have the help of the MLB behind us, that would move mountains, I think, for our league. But like I said, I don't know the dynamics, so I can't really give you anything concrete. But that's just from, my perspective.
Yeah, for sure. And going into international play, I know you play for Team Puerto Rico. So how'd that all come about? And did like the USA team ever try to pick you up from them?
I started playing for the junior women's national team in 2013. My apologies. They came and watched me at one of my high school games. I really had no idea they were coming, honestly. But I actually threw a no-hitter, and that was pretty cool. But after that, I started playing for them, and then 2 years after that, in 2015, I played for the women's team my first year with the women's team. And we actually played in the Pan American Games and got a bronze medal, so that was pretty cool. But we've gone to Dominican Republic, Colombia, Japan, just competing against the best of the best in the world. And this summer, we're actually going to Lima, Peru to play in the Pan American Games. And then later that month in August, where we have a chance to qualify for the 2020 Olympics in Canada. So it's just the qualifier for the Americas in Canada. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And 2 of the top teams will be able to qualify. But I can't speak too much on USA. I've stayed loyal to Puerto Rico and been there with them since the start, and I'll continue to be.
Yeah. So they have tried to pick you up? Is that what you're saying?
There's been a conversation, but like I said, I've always been loyal to Puerto Rico. Nothing about that has changed, and I stay true to them. So it wasn't really, I would say, a conversation, but not really a conversation, because I never really thought about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, they picked you up first. So yeah, you said this summer is the qualifying game. So what do you have to like win the whole like tournament or like a certain amount of games?
So the first qualifier was last year in Japan. So USA clinched the first berth to the 2020 Olympics for softball. Japan already has their berth because they're hosting it. I'm not sure about the other countries when their qualifiers are, but the Americas are playing in Canada from the 25th of August to September 1st, 2019. And the top 2 teams in that qualifier will be able to go to the Olympics now. So Puerto Rico's number 4th in the world, but I think, it's going to be a little bit tough because Canada, who's number 3 in the world, and Mexico, who's number 5, it's going to be a tough qualifier because only 2 get that spot.
Yeah, definitely. And what would it be like to actually qualify for the Olympics? Like, what would it mean to you?
A dream. These girls, grow up with aspirations of playing in the Olympics. So just to fulfill a dream and play for something just so much bigger, to grow the game and to just represent not only in the softball world, but for Puerto Rico, I think it's going to be an amazing experience. And I'll probably cry. My whole family will probably cry just because it's just such an honor to be an Olympian. Yeah. You look at, Stacey Newman, who's coached me, Lauren Lavin, they both did the Olympics, and I looked up to them tremendously because of that, and just because of the respect that I have for them. So being an Olympian is just a dream come true.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that'll help softball in general on the count of, I think it was 2008 was the last Olympics they were in, because they ended it for a short time. Well, until now, I guess.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? In 2024, we won't have a softball in the Olympics again. Paris, France pretty much, denied the play of softball and baseball in the 2024 Olympics, which is disheartening, but, we're going to keep working. But I'm pretty sure that the country who hosts has the bid of what sport play, if I'm not mistaken. But
wait, that's crazy that they're doing it for 1 year and then not going to do it the following Olympics.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but, we can't. I don't know if we can do anything about that now.
Yeah. So I know you're still in the off season, right? You're getting ready for the season.
Yes, sir. 1 month till your report.
And so you started coaching at Howard University. So how's that been?
It's been fun. The girls are, super coachable, and they're just, lighthearted, fun to be around. So that's made the experience really cool. But I'm a volunteer there too, so I'm not out there as much. I do some stuff and train girls and kind of work on the side as well, but I'm there when I can pitch PT and help out. Tori's been really good in the process, as well as Jasmine Jackson, who's actually on Team USA. So that's been fun. And, this is Tori Tyson. She actually coached for the Bandits as well, came from Maryland as a pitching coach. This is her first year, so it's been kind of a transition, rebuilding year. And we're pretty much going on 500 this season, but like I said, rebuilding year, and she toughening up those girls and bringing a new culture, teaching them. And so it's been really cool to watch players firsthand go from one culture and kind of just learning the game all over again and turning them into savages pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. What about, was it kind of strange that you're only like a year older than them?
It's funny. Mackenzie Steele, who is a senior pitcher on the Howard team, she's actually older than me.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of weird, but, we've talked about it. She's like, you're older than me, but I respect you because of the experiences that you've had, the player that you are. So, I want to learn from you. Age isn't a thing. I'm still learning from players. I learn from players every day. So, I don't think it's an age thing. I just think it's a student of the game thing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and you coming from Florida going to Howard, I mean, it would be different if you were, going to, a big school like Florida,
It just depends on the girls too, and I'm willing to teach wherever and kind of spread my knowledge of the game, and if I can impact one person, if I can help the team get better, then I'm going to do it by all means. Yeah,
for sure. What advice would you give to a young girl that wants to be a pro softball player?
To keep working hard and compete. That's what people like to see. Be fun to watch and compete always. One thing that I learned growing up, too, is to not let my emotions get the best of me when I'm playing. And I think that's huge because it's easy to get out of character. There's a lot of things in the game that aren't going to go your way, but it's up to you to remain, calm and collected and resilient and just compete and just have that next pitch mentality, next play mentality, and not worry about the past. Just go after them in the present and work hard. Yeah,
definitely. You ready for some fun questions?
Sure.
Are you nervous?
Me? Kinda. What are you gonna ask?
The first one, who's your favorite softball player or baseball players growing up?
I looked up to Natasha Watley a lot. I played shortstop growing up, so I wanted to be just like her. I even got a Bruin jersey because I wanted to go to UCLA at a young age, but that dream kind of died down. But I also, looked up to, the big names, Jenny Simmons, Jessica Mendoza, Kat Osterman. They were just huge names growing up, and a lot of girls looked up to them, but those are just some of the names that I looked up to as well.
All right. And what 3 jerseys would you want that you don't own right now? Could be.
I don't have a Derek Jeter jersey. I need that for sure. That's the go right there. I would probably still rock Natasha Watley's jersey, even though I'm on Puerto Rico, or USA jersey. And then, it's funny, I live with Natasha, but I don't have one of her jerseys, so I'm going to have to steal her answer and go with the Pete Cloud jersey as well.
There you go. Is there anything that you want to do this year that you've never done before?
I've always, I saw one of my friend's Instagram stories. He went skydiving, and that was pretty cool. So I'm thinking about going skydiving this year. Do something crazy, get out of my element, get out of my comfort zone. And you know what? I want to qualify for the 2020 Olympics. That's something I've never done before.
All right, yeah.
Got to.
And what do you like to do in your free time when you're not playing softball or teaching softball?
So I like to be outside. I like to go for walks in national parks and go to the springs and just be outdoorsy and stuff. I'm not going to go camping or anything, but I like to, go swimming, go to the beach, just kind of just soak the sun in and just enjoy my environment.
Is there any place you're dying to go to?
Yeah, I want to go to Yosemite, and I want to go to like the Grand Canyon out west.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about it. My strength coach, Coach Paul from Florida, he always goes camping and tells us about his story. So that's one thing that I want to go do. I don't know about camping, but I for sure want to go explore it.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm good on camping outside.
Yeah, I'm cool with not having bears in my tent.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and could you let the people know where they could find you on social media?
For sure. At Aleshia Ocasio, so ALESHIAOCASIO on all platforms.
All right, appreciate you coming on, and good luck this season, and good luck in the
Thank you
the
so
qualifiers.
much. Thanks, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Paul, for having me.